but something. All right, check this out, y'all. Look, listen, scapegoat. All right, scapegoats. Scapegoats are wise. Scapegoats know the game. Scapegoats know the game so well to where they are willing to take the tactics, the gaslighting, the projection, what's another one they use? Mirroring. They're willing to take those tactics and use in their day-to-day. All right. These are the ones that have no use to the narc. As far as the narc is concerned, internally, they have no use. Either you're black with the narc or you're white. There's no gray area. So they see no use for the scapegoat, because the scapegoat is often the child that sees through the BS, and either they know they have to stay there and tolerate the BS, or either they're going to get old enough and break away. And the narc knows that they know this, okay? The golden child is the one high up on. Think of everything like a continuum or a heron with the uses on it, depending on everything is based towards and geared towards the narc's needs. You have to accommodate the narc to exist in the narc's world. So the narc knows that either the scapegoat is going to get away, they're going to break away, they're going to eventually go no contact, or they're going to forever be stuck under the narc's anus. The narc knows this, so they're going to back on the child pulling away, all right? But again, as the defense for the child, nobody can rebut this offense, okay? Even when the child gets old enough to know right from wrong, if they haven't been taught and conditioned and groomed and nurtured and really, really talked to, they're not going to know right from wrong, and they're not going to know consequences. That's another thing to narcs. Narcs don't know consequences. That's why they don't know boundaries. So apples don't fall too far from the trees. So the children don't know consequences, all right? But the thing that makes a scapegoat so different, and the narc knows it, is that the scapegoat is not gonna try to cater to the narc the way that everybody else does. Yeah, they'll do enough to stay in good graces with the narc, but they're not gonna do the most to exist in the narc's world, and the narc knows that. Okay, so the scapegoats, they often get blamed. Why do they get blamed? Because they take a position as like a grade A or primary supply. All right, when the narc does not readily have a supply, they have to go and they have to look for something to put that misery off on, to dump their torment off on, okay? Oftentimes, this is what the name entails, a scapegoat, okay? And they can normally find that in a child, because like the children, they are chained up. They're in handcuffs. They're not going anywhere. All right, they're not going anywhere, so they have to sit there and they have to tolerate it, okay? And either they're going to manipulate. That's why you get child narcs. That's how you get child narcs. They have to manipulate in order to survive, just like me and you, that either tolerate them or have been in relationships with them to overcome them, to, kind of just stay, in your sane mind. You have to go to a place to where you have to manipulate and do some lying and just fiddle and pull some strings in order to get over. They do nothing different than what you do as a survivor, but they do that as a survival means too. The kids go into survival mode too. The kids know what's up. Y'all trust me, all of the kids know what's up. The kids know what's up. If they don't know what's up, they must be disordered or something themselves. But for the most part, man, them kids know what's up, even if they are disordered. It's hard to hide when somebody's talking to you any kind of way, cussing you out, treating you any kind of way, making you think everything's your fault. Y'all, people know what's up, okay? Even the new supply. All right, but let's get back to the scapegoat. All right, these are the wisest ones. These are ones that's going to break away. These are ones that eventually start using these manipulative tactics. But who can blame them? Because they've been ridiculed, right? As children, they've been ridiculed. Even as you as a child, you've been ridiculed. Your feelings have been hurt. So if you go back and do the work and see what happened there, these are bonds. Over time, they create bonds, and you bring these things about. You start to display these behaviors as you grow older and older, and just start to incorporate those behaviors and those traits into your personality. All right, then that starts to make you up as a person. But the scapegoat, let's go back to the scapegoat. They know what's up. This is a child usually with the most potential. The narc knows that. The narc knows that, so they have to, in childhood, they have to keep leaving these impressions, these bullshit ass harsh impressions, and make everything about the scapegoat that they can't put on the golden child, and they can't put on another child, or they can't put on the other ones. So the scapegoat see how they deal with the other children too, compared to them. Yeah, they see that, and the other children know that the scapegoat sees it. Everybody knows that, but nobody has the balls to step up and stand on any boundaries, right? So we're no different from the children, right? So that's the first one on the scapegoat. That's another thing about the scapegoat. Y'all don't underestimate the scapegoat, all right? The scapegoat knows what's going on. The golden child is asleep. The scapegoat is very much so awake, all right? You might think the golden child is awake and that's why they're the favorite and they're on to the game. Nah, they're the favorite because they don't know what's going on. Actually, the scapegoat knows what's going on, and the scapegoat will tell you if you ask the right questions. Children will tell you what you want to know if you ask them the right questions. Yeah, and they get manipulative too. You know, they beat around the bush and stuff too, just like the narc. But they don't know who to trust. Because in the past, they've trusted people, and then they got raged at by the narc. So they have to feel you out. They just know you coming in, you coming into a game. Even if you don't know. They don't know if you know if it's a game, you know. All right, so, y'all, them narcs say they love me. I love y'all. Y'all take care of yourself. Okay, that's another one on the scapegoat. I hate to sound so rambly, but when you talk about this stuff, and I don't have notes around me or anything, I don't want to forget anything. And I always seem to forget something, but yeah. All right. So this is another one, scapegoat. Y'all, I hope this helps. All right. I hope this helps. All right. Don't compartmentalize your children. All right. Everybody's special in their own sense, in their own well-being. All right. Let's not shortchange each other. Let's uplift each other. Right. All right. What I may not can see, somebody else can. All right, what I may not can do, somebody else can. All right, peace, love, and light. I love y'all. Y'all work on yourselves. Narcs say they love me, and I love y'all. Peace. Love you. Hope this helps y'all.